welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Deborah Gundare and it's good to be back on your screen. Thank you for your love, thank you for your comments, thank you for being there, thank you for being part of this beautiful family. So today what are we going to be doing? Today I'll be sharing with you on how you can manage your income effectively and basically how to budget and to avoid overspending. We're moving into a new year. I know a lot of us will be like, oh, you will look at your yearly goal and you'll be like, oh, this is the amount I plan to save. I was never able to save even half of it at all, even 1/4 of it. I know. So but this meant what I was sharing with you today has helped me a lot, and budgeting has helped me a lot in realizing some of my financial targets, and I'm sure it's going to help you as well. So let's get into the video. I'm going to give you a short story on, and I know that a lot of people are a lot of people are still in this category, like where I used to be before. So a short story, a background story to buttress my point. I remember when if you're in Nigeria, you know that as a graduate you have to serve for a year, and I did that for a year and when I remember when I was going for service, as per the government will be paying you your monthly allowance, which is about, at that time was 19,000 or so. And then where I served in NBC, they were paying me 10,000, and I'm like, oh god. And then the thing is, I was staying with my big cousin, my auntie, and her husband in Abuja. So they were providing me shelter, they were providing me food. The only thing I was paying on is transport, and we moved from one place to the other and everything. But at the end of the month, I could not. At the beginning of the service, I was like, oh, by the time I'm rounding up, I must have saved up to like about 150,000 and everything. For my brothers and sisters, when service here came, as per I am a saver, I hardly spend. I don't like, not like I don't like spending, but before I can bring out my money, I would have thought through it, like, I would have make my decision that okay, this thing is worth my money. So I'm not really a spender like that. So how with my not being a spender, my brothers and sisters, by the end of my service here, I think the money that was left was about 25,000. Although I tried to justify myself, saying that, oh, I did a lot of things, that was when I did my passport, but the thing is, I'm sure had it been I already knew about this budget, I would have realized my goal, and I would still have been able to do all the things I used to console myself that I did, because I have realized that budgeting has helped me a lot. So a lot. So that's, I don't know if you're someone like me that you had that goal of like saving a lot of money, and then by the end of the day, end of the time, you were not even able to save up to half of the money. So that was it for me. And in 2019 there was a change for me. Sorry, in 2018, end of 2018, that was when I got to know about this budgeting thing, and since then it has helped my financial. It's one of the reasons why I'm so grateful for my husband that I met him. He was the one that introduced me to this budget. He was like, oh, I was doing for UK at that time, and he told me, oh, you should know about this budgeting, and he took me through the process. He gave me the template, and I was like, oh, I did it first month, second month. I saw I was able to save, I was able to do so many things, and since then it has been part of my life. And as a family, my family, that's how we run our budget. And I was able to make the first few millions that I've made in my life it was through this budgeting stuff I was able to save. But the thing, the money that you ask now, you've gone for investment. So it's not like I have the cash now. So that you don't come say, oh, you have million, I've been invested it again. So hopefully we germinate soon. Yeah. So today I'll be talking about budgeting and how to budget. So what is budget in there? But the definition of budget is a spending plan based on income and expenses. So it's just basically knowing how much you make, estimate of how much you make, and spend over a certain period of time, which is sometimes within a month. If you're a monthly and salary earner, if you're a weekly earner or something, monthly earner, you're able to know how much I make in a month and how much I'm spending. So basically that's what budget will. You'll be able to see clearly where your money is going. So what are the importance of budgeting? So yeah, I'm looking at my notes. So I'll be what's the important of what are the importance of budgeting? One, the first thing, it helps you to control your resources, so you know where your money is going, you know what is coming into your hand, and you know where it's going to. It's not like then when I was serving, I remember I would be calculating, oh, this is the money, this is how I spend the money, I withdrew this amount. But the thing is, the account is not always, it does not tally then the account. Like, I'm always looking for how did I spend this money, how did I do this. But since I got a budget, I know how much I'm making and where my money is going. So it makes me a good steward of money. So when you budget, you're a good steward of money, and you know that that's what God wants from us. Whatever God places in your hand, He wants you to be a good steward. You will give account of everything. So when God commits resources into your hands, He wants you to be a good steward. So, and budgeting will help you to be able to do that. And then another thing is that budget prevents impulse buying. So when you already put it in the budget, and I'll be explaining how you go about it. You already have a budget, you already have an idea how you're going to spend your money for the month. So when other things, the things that you didn't plan for is not there, you'll be able to, learn delayed gratification and say, okay, I cannot afford, because it's not in my budget for this month. Can I put it for next month? And then if my budget can accommodate for next month, I will get it. So it helps you to just be in control of yourself, not just say, oh, I like this clothes, I'm going to get it now. Quickly you put your money, and before you know it, you see this other one, you want to buy it. Before you know it, the money has gone, and then you are waiting again to the end of the month. You are waiting for salary to come. That's why people, they cannot wait. Like, okay, let the salary come. Let me quickly. Some people even let me quickly they wait for salary all the time. Like, let's say this salary come, and let me make other expenses, and before you know it, before end of the month again, you're already waiting anxiously for salary to come to settle your needs. And then you see that you will not be able to save with that, because you are buying every year, and then someone calls you, you are just throwing money everywhere. You don't even know where they're going to, and they might be legitimate things, it might be legitimate things, and then you tell yourself, I've been able to do this, but your financial targets, you are not meeting it. And even the Bible says that to whom much is given, much is expected. And to the person that, if you look at the 10 talents stuff, the person that utilized the resources well, he got more. So that is it. When you budget, you save yourself from this impulse buying, and you'll be able to discipline yourself to stick to the plan, to your financial targets. And then the next thing is to save. Budgeting helps you to save better. So when you're saying, I'm going to save this amount of money, I tell you, if you don't budget, a lot of things will come around your way that will not make you to save. So when you budget, you know that, oh, this is the amount that is going for savings, and this is the amount you stick. When you stick to your budget, you know, it helps a lot to save better, and you'll be glad that you did it. So those are the importance. In the comment section, you can tell me what other things you think budgeting, if that's the lifestyle you've been living, or you're just starting to live. Just tell me what are the other benefits that you know. So let's get into the point. The main thing, how to budget. So what are the things you need to do? The first thing, I want you to stay tuned. So at the end of this video, I'll be giving you like some juicy offers and things we're going to be doing, action plans. So how to budget. The first thing is for you to identify your source of income. So a lot of people, there are different ways you generate income, your income generation, like revenue. So some of us that are salary and you know, oh, this is where salary. Some people are business people. You like your business, extra income, but you have to estimate based on what you know, not gift, not dash. So when gift or dash come, that is like extra income. You understand? That's like extra income. But you make your plan on your definite income, like the thing that you are sure of, the income that you know that anyhow when I go to work this morning, I'll get it at the end of the month. So you plan based on that. And then gift and dash can be, you know, extra income. Then you identify your fixed expenses. After you have identified your income, you know, you identify your fixed expense. So all these things you have to write it down. It's not going to be in your head. You're going to be so what I do, I have an Excel sheet that, you know, put everything there. Oh, this is the income I'm expecting, projected income. So you will have like an estimate, and then you put the actual. Yeah, so stay tuned. I'm going to even explain better towards the end of this video. And then the next, identify your fixed expenses. What are the fixed expenses? Like rent that you pay monthly, we live abroad, or your other bills, right? Yes, or annual rent. I know in some places like Nigeria it's annual rent, but we live in a place where it's monthly. You know, your rent is part of your fixed expenses. We don't want to be stranded. You know, the normal, your bills, electricity, gas, water, council tax, all those things are fixed expenses. And then fixed expenses can be food as well, because you have to eat. You need strength to be able to do the work. So all those things. So you just allocate some money. This is money for this, or for me for the month. This is the amount you want to use for the groceries and everything like that. So, and then you identify your variable. So your fixed expenses are recurring expenses. So you identify your variable expenses as well. Those are the things that it's not a recurring thing. Maybe you want to go for a training, it's going to be in the budget. Maybe variable occurring, maybe you want to get a gadget. Those things will be in the budget, you know, all those things. Then you add your tithes, offering. That's what I do. Tithes, offering, benevolence, household needs, and everything. It's going to, so you allocate some money to all those things. Maybe you want to change your wardrobe, you put it in the budget. You know, this is the amount I'm spending for this. So you already have an idea. So before the money comes, if you've spent it on the paper, you understand. And when you spend it, so when the money comes, you are not just any small thing. And money is like wind. If you don't harness it, you move very fast. And the thing is, you always have something to buy. Even if you say, I'm not going to buy anything, things will come that you will buy. So the budget will help you to just know where your money, everything. Before you get the money, you already know where it's going to, and then you allocate some money for savings as well. So normally people say that you have to save about 20 to 30% of your income. If it's feasible for you, even if it's 5%, start with saving, and then saving to invest, and then so yeah, that's those are the things. That's how to budget. Put 20% of your income or 30% as savings. This is the amount I'm going to save. That's apart from your fixed expenses and your variable expenses. Your savings too should be in the budget, and then put it in an Excel sheet. Find a day to like make sure that okay, maybe at the beginning of the month, like myself and my husband, at the beginning of the month we do our budget together. Oh, this is the income we're expecting, and then this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. These are the people. They are the benevolence, the contingencies, emergency money, and everything. You put it in place. For health too, you budget for your health, maybe your medications and everything like that. And then now you have to stick to the plan by tracking your daily expenses. That's you. So for what I do now, I just discovered that there's an app that you can use, but I've not started using it. But what we do, myself and my husband, we write down our daily expenses, and then we update it maybe weekly or bi-weekly. We update it into our Excel sheet, and yeah, we update either weekly or monthly. Then above all, someone like me, for me, I pray over everything. Just after you have done the budget, just ask. The Bible says that God gives us the power to make wealth. Just ask God that He will give you the grace to make wealth and manage the resources well. So that is it about budgeting that has helped me. Yeah, it has really helped me. So like I said, the offer I have for you at the end of this video. And so if you like to get the templates that I use, myself and my husband we use, and would like to join, and I just feel that for us to be in a good a good place at the beginning of the year, if you like to join it, we can get maybe 10 people or 15 people that can send me DM or message that okay, you would like me to show you how to go about imputing, working on the template, and you'd like the template and how to show you how to go about it. I'll be glad to. You can just send me an email or a DM, and I will be ready to do that. So that's it. Kindly subscribe and share with friends. I know that someone will be blessed with this. Let's start this year. There's a plan of God that we will be prosperous in every aspect of our lives. But when money is coming into your hand and you don't even know where it's going to, how do you want to? That means you are contradicting God's word. I'm sure this budget is going to show you. You're going to be seeing it vividly, how God is blessing you, how God is making a way, and how you are making use of God's resources to you. So thank you so much. Please share with your friends and subscribe, press the notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Remain blessed. Bye.